So it's 18:51 p.m. and I figured I'd do a fandom thoughts vid on Star Wars: The Acolyte. I haven't watched it. I don't plan on watching it, and no, not for the reasons you're thinking, actually. Because if you think I'm on your side and thinking that it is crap, it's trash, it's blah 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 blah, it's not Star Wars. This is not a video for you, dumbass. No, this is mostly just. I get so tired of seeing people niggle, whine, cry, bitch, moan about how everything Star Wars is ruined. Always crying about it. And the toxicity that stems from these fucking incels is absolutely retarded. Ugh. And being autistic, that says a lot. God. It's ridiculous. Like, the toxicity itself started with R.A. Salvatore killing off Chewie. And at the same time, he had lost his brother to cancer. And they mailed him death threats for killing off Chewie. Imagine that. Killing off a character, you can get death threats. And also the abuse towards Jake Lloyd in Phantom Menace. So 99 was not a good year for Star Wars fans. And, well, not fans. In particular, R.A. Salvatore and Jake Lloyd. And the whole cast, honestly, because they got so much flack. And it was unwarranted. It really is. It was so unwarranted. But it just goes to show fans can't handle change. They really can't. It's pathetic. Oh, God. And they claim to handle change, and yet they can't every time. It's funny. The whole point of any franchise is to evolve from its core concept, because sticking by it would dead end it immediately. Yeah. If Trek stayed with Enterprise all these decades, it would suck. If they stuck with just Kirk, it would suck. It would be so shitty. It'd be just every fucking iteration would be Kirk and the crew, and they would be getting older, and it wouldn't be as nostalgic. And they did the smart thing. They evolved. They branched out. They went from Kirk to Picard to Cisco to Janeway to Archer, and then the Kelvin timeline, and then Discovery, Lower Decks, Section 31, whenever the fuck that comes out. I don't know. But yeah, they moved on. They evolved. That's how you're supposed to do it. And they garnered flack for it too. But they still have dedicated fans because they accepted it. Some hate it, some accepted it. But it was more or less the majority enjoying it because it was Trek. And the others were like, whatever. Here's another nugget. Those who claim everything is SJW woke now have been watching things that tackled said subjects for decades now. Oh, you don't believe me? Oh, you read comics, right? Well, some of those writers put their political views into the characters that you have read. Oh no, you're influenced. Oh no, they're not political. Yes, they are. Here's some more fun nuggets. Luke was originally a woman in concepts. And guess what that woman's name was? Kira. Yeah. But nobody likes to bring that up. Where's the proof, you ask? Oh, it's in the Star Wars sketchbook. Nah. Superman's an illegal alien. But because he's Caucasian, that's okay. He's Caucasian, that's okay. Yeah, that makes him okay. And what's really funny is people who claim the writers, directors have some agenda going on still read comics by same writers who are politically sound. And it's wild how fans will cherry pick what's okay and what's not, then enforce it, simply because they're unhappy with their own lives. It's that hive mind narrative mentality that's cancerous. I have talked about that numerous times in different Star Wars vids on rants I've done. It's just so stupid to this point. It's kind of funny though, like Every time something new comes out, they gotta bombard it with how shitty it is. They have to review bomb it because it has women in it. Like, whatever, dude. And even going back to women, fuck. Maggie Lovett at Collider, senior editor, gets death and rape threats. Really? How pathetic you gotta be? Like, Jesus. And they send it to all the women that are involved with the projects because they want to make them feel inferior, but won't do it to Dave Filoni because he's God to them. Send death and rape threats to him. I'm gonna kill you, Dave. I'm gonna hold you down and rape your ass raw. I'm gonna make your kids watch. I'm gonna rape them too. But no, they'll do it to the women because these incels have an inferiority complex and they can't handle cognitive dissonance. They're pitiful motherfuckers. God. Or they don't believe a man can be raped, which is newsflash. Men can be raped too. I know a few. And it's not easy. It is a very difficult fucking thing to get over. God. I mean, hell, in Australia, there's a men's rape clinic. In Australia, yeah. For those of you that are flat earthers that don't believe Australia exists for whatever fucking reason. Yeah, there's a men's rape clinic in Australia. Yeah. Those fans, they have the worst inferiority complex I have ever seen. Ever. It's pathetic. And they probably have daughters, and they're telling them, you can be anything you want, sweetheart. You can be anything you want to be. And then they get online, be keyboard warrior. You dumb bitch, I hope you die. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna rape and kill you. Pathetic ass bitch. And they're just absolute bully cunt nuggets who don't know anything and should lose custody. God. It's just so dumb. Like, if you can't enjoy a show just because it isn't what you thought it was going to be because you have subconscious high expectations set. Yes, you do. Don't lie. You do. Then don't watch it. Simple as that. Don't be some dumbass cunt going online review bombing it, death threatening, rape threatening. Like, grow up. You're how old now? You're in your 40s, pushing 50s, maybe 60s. And making that kind of shit online, like, what kind of fucking retard are you? Ugh, God. Like, you set the worst example for any fandom. And this isn't just Star Wars, this is every fucking fandom that's got problems. Christ. I've already seen Discourse over the new Superman suit. About to mute that shit on Twitter, too. Fuck. I'm so tired of all the bitching. It don't look right. They can't die. What the fuck? This makes no sense. Women don't know how to write things. Women don't know how to direct. Is your favorite movie Point Break by chance? Yeah, that's the coolest thing ever. Keanu Reeves, so cool, awesome. Patrick Swayze looks so dope. Yeah, it was directed by Catherine Bigelow, you dumb fuck. No! I mean, fuck. Everything these incels bitch and moan about and like, most of it has women involved behind the scenes. Wardrobe, makeup, costume design, writing, editing, everything. 3D movies were invented by a black woman. A black woman! Oh no! Like, grow the fuck up. I swear, like, it's so pathetic. And this is never gonna end. That's the sad part about it. They'll just keep doing it because they're fucking pussies. But what I really find funny the most is when people will they won't out the people who are making the threats. They rather hide their identities and let them continue doing it versus outing them, which would be smarter because then they can get in real trouble. But no, they want to hide their identities instead. So, whatever. These fans want to play victim, narcissistic victims at that. Gaslighting victims of that. Don't know how to find the clit victims and all that. So, no. Me, I don't really care for Star Wars. I quit watching a long time ago. No pun intended. Yeah, I really did. So, yeah. So that's how I feel about that shit. That's how I feel about the Acolyte. I don't know. I was excited for it though back then when they announced it. Like, ooh, that looks good. That should be fun. And I just really don't care for it, and it's sad. But oh well. I mean, fuck. I don't even read Marvel comics anymore because of the MCU. Meh. It's because that shit fucked up my whole love of Marvel. Oh well. So, meh. And I came to terms with that a few days ago. I was like, fuck, I can't enjoy anything. I was going to read the Ultimatum storyline that I had. I sent those books back because I didn't feel like reading them. Yeah. And it mostly stems from fucking idiot fans like, ooh, let's adapt this to the MCU. I'm like, no. Stop adapting shit. Stop using connectivity. Ugh. Grow up. Just dumb. Some things in Marvel already, but not all of it. Ugh. Just get tired of the fucking universe concept. Everybody's jumped on the bandwagon for it. It's like, fuck off with it. Just fuck all the way off with that shit. Like, y'all sons of bitches just don't know how to fucking do it right. You really don't. And the worst part is about the Acolyte is I found out there's also pay discrepancies too, so that's funny. But this it just goes to show equality is never going to happen. Despite everybody claiming it does, it's going to happen and it doesn't. But it's really sad because when a woman takes over a role or a position, there is an immense amount of pressure on her to outdo previous projects and previous iterations and stuff. And it's a lot. And it's not just it's this is just based on women. It's just for women. Not men, just women. It's hard because women are still seen as inferior to this day, and it's pathetic. Like, fuck. Women go through more shit than men do, and men go through more mental and emotional gymnastics and pain, and it sucks. It really sucks. It's such a massive double standard. And I'm not turning it into that kind of an argument. I'm just saying it's a lot. It really is a fucking lot. But these incels, they just don't fucking get it. Like, they can't handle that. They're older. The original core concept has changed. And it's gonna keep changing with each and every new program that's put out. That's all it fucking is. They can't handle it. It should be the way it's supposed to be. Everything needs Vader in it. No, it doesn't. That just makes it stupider. Ugh. Christ. That's what I liked about some of them shows. Like, some of them are really good. But then they started pushing more OT reliance, and I quit. So, no. And it's just sad. But I don't know, the way they complain about everything, it's so disappointing. But I feel for the women in charge. Like, they really try their hardest to make it work. Like, they have a set vision. And one of the things that I have learned, thanks to my time on Jacked Up Review podcast, and mine and Cam's talks after the show is during and after is that making a film or a show is not easy. It is not fucking easy at all. It is not. It's not just about meeting the shareholders quota. That's a whole fucking different story. I've done that rant vid. But no, it's about finding the right cast, the right crew, the right atmosphere, dealing with execs up and down the ladder, having to deal with letting go of other projects that you were attached to work on this project, um, contract obligations, money. It's not easy. It is very difficult. And these dumb cocksucking incels just don't get that. They don't care. All they see is tits and they're like, evil, rape, kill, beat. Whatever. That's like the one fucking woman who posted her hairy legs because she didn't shave for, I think it was months. She's like, look what I did. And I'm like, cool. Awesome. And what'd she get? Rape threats, death threats. I'm like, so you're gonna rape her for having hairy legs? Why again? Like, why? I'm gonna hold her down and shave her legs, then I'm gonna rape her. Like, that's too much effort. You're you're an idiot. God. It's some funny shit. Wow. But oh my, it's funny. And my main beef with Disney and well Star Wars in general is, and I've talked about this, quality over quantity or quantity over quality. They push out too much shit and it suffers as a result. It's not their fault intentionally. No, it's the fact that they're trying to meet the quota. I've talked about that. But that's just the brevity of it. So, oh man, I hate it. And I hate social media with a passion. I hate digital heroin so much. I hate it. Because if we didn't have digital heroin, it would be a lot more peaceful. Like I come from the time before social media when fucking messengers were popular, MySpace was the shit. Everybody was on there. It was nice. It was peaceful. We had mobsters to play. We had good conversations. We had cyber sexing going on. Fuck. And we still got together and talked like normal human beings. Imagine that. Whereas now we're just niggling back and forth because we're stupid idiots. That's why I don't engage in conversations with people online anymore. Nah, I've muted Star Wars and all its tags on Twitter. Because I can't stand the toxicity. I don't want to see the shit on my timeline. It's sad. I used to love that franchise. Fuck it. I haven't even touched my fanfic in months because I don't care for it. Happens. Pepsi Peach is good as a slushie, by the way. So you just freeze it for like an hour. Make sure you pop it open first so you let the air out. Oh, that is smooth. I like that. But yeah. So, yeah. Will I ever get back into Star Wars? I doubt that. Same with the Acolyte. Doubt that. And people are a trip. They get so wrapped up in fictitious characters. Like, you need to detach from these motherfuckers. And the biggest thing is people can't separate fiction from reality. That's the biggest thing with these incels. They're so intertwined on that shit. I hate that bitch. I'm like, which one? Her. Which one? Or they just don't like people in general. They don't like people that aren't Caucasian. They don't like anybody that isn't Caucasian. So I'm guessing albinos might get a pass, but I doubt it. So, whatever. It's just funny. It's sad funny. But also pitiful at the same time because fandom used to be cool, and now it is just a toxic wasteland for idiots. You can't have a civil debate with anybody. I actually had to block a long term friend over that shit because he would always bring up my distaste for the OT every time I had a conversation. And I'm like, I did not bring it up in this conversation. Why are you bringing it up? You're extremely biased. Fuck you, Cody. I'm trying to have a civil debate about something else and you keep bringing up old shit. Whatever. It's just ridiculous. But yeah, so shit won't change. And it's sad because a lot of these people involved in these projects really see the potential of the concept. They see the potential of each character. They get it. They understand. And when others don't see that and they expect it to be just like the OT and it's not, then they niggle, then they get toxic, then they start making threats, and then they turn into fucking imbeciles. Go threaten Dave Filoni. Go threaten somebody else. Go threaten Bob Iger, motherfucker. I dare you. Go threaten his ass. Go threaten to rape him. Oh, you won't? Oh. Pussy. I swear. It's frustrating. And I don't really care. It's just, I'm tired of hearing about it. But I'm also pointing out the idiocy of these people. Because they make no sense. They really don't make any sense. They get so mad about the dumbest shit. That's like if I harped on about my hate for everything that I don't like. For years. Like daily. For years. Imagine that. That'd be pathetic. I mean, you tune in for like maybe the first 3 vids I made on it, and they'd be like, this motherfucker needs to get a hobby. I would see somebody like, you need a hobby, man. You need help. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever, fuck you. And years later, you were right. Because, see, I can make fun of that because that's how it would be. But most of these people, they're literally the Alex Jones of the Star Wars fandom. That's what they are, Alex fucking Jones. Oh, God. They're in such deep denial that it took a toll on them. And they can't handle that toll. So they bash other fans who enjoy it and shit on those who are a part of it. And that's pathetic. That's the saddest part. The worst motherfuckers are the ones that literally track down said actors' real addresses and stalk them. Those are the worst motherfuckers. Like, they're not fans. They're not. They're really not. They're just looking for an excuse to do something. And it's really sad. Like, they're racist, they're discriminatory, they're dumb, stupid people that at one point were happy. They were happy people at one point. I'll give them that much. And somewhere along the line, they just lost it. Ugh. Might have been a bad job interview, might have been a divorce, might have been their lover got an abortion, they came out of the closet, I don't know, something. Their pet died. They lost their favorite Pokemon card, I don't know. Their favorite G.I. Joe figure broke and they decided that's their villain origin story. I hate this bitch. I need to rape and kill her. Why is this man wanting to rape and kill this woman so badly? Let's find out. Oh no. His tragic backstory was his Snake Eyes figure broke, and he could no longer play with Snake Eyes, and he had to throw him in the trash. You know it's always something stupid, right? God. Sweat. So sad. Their favorite crayon broke, and they were in disrepair and disarray about it. My crayon! There. Pocket pussy tore. Oh, God. It has an extra hole I didn't want. Now I have to put my whole hand through it. It feels good. Dumb fucks. Oh, no. And usually these motherfuckers that have the most problems, they probably have addiction issues too. Just saying. And they don't know how to they don't know how to. They're emotionally retarded. They don't know how to handle their emotions. There's like, I'm throw everything at you. It's like, grow up. Get some fucking help. Stay off the internet for a while. So, I don't know. The Acolyte looks good. I'll give it that much, just based on a poster I saw. But I doubt I'll get around to watching it. Like, the only thing of the High Republic I like was Dagon from Jedi Survivor. Yeah. Yep. That's about it. So. Yeah, now that I'm decompressed from ranting. I will be back in a little bit with some other books to run off. Maybe a few. I don't know how many I'll do. We'll see. So, stay tuned.